If you have no trekking experience yet you want to climb Mountain Rinjani because you've learned it's the second highest volcano and the most difficult one to climb in Indonesia, you have come to the right place. You can search on internet, book online, either from travel sites or directly from the organizer in Lombok. The price will be the most expensive one, but you can arrange everything in advance and check out the details. Because sometimes they can run out of the tickets to climb the mountain, or it might be the rainy season so it is closed. If you are already in Lombok, you can check with your hostels to see if they have such option. The price can be good, but they might have limited options and routes. The way I booked it was a little bit special. I have searched on Google and I found some good price, and I also checked the local internet to find out the cheapest price they can get. The price is only about 2 million, but it's kind of far away from where I want to stay. But with those information in mind, I kind of wanted to arrive Lombok and then drive motorcycle to see where to book. The price in my hostel is quite expensive, and when I rent a motorcycle, I tried to ask if they have such package. They said they did, but later they told me they have run out of the tickets, which I kind of learned on internet it is possible. So I arranged my time to drive to two waterfalls, and along the way, I actually found out there are a lot of companies. So if you have planned to go to the waterfall, you can also check the price over there. It is pretty cheap. I asked the first shop I saw, and I know the lowest price was 2 million. So I asked for 1,090,000. He also agreed. The price includes everything. One shared double rooms, tickets to the mountain, shared tent, food, water, and they drive almost 20 kilometers to pick me up. And when I finished the climbing, go back to the owner's place, it was around 4 p.m. I wanted to go back to my hotel, but the owner told me they don't have car. I checked on Gojek. It costs actually 300k to go back. The owner told me to pay like 50%, but I told him the contract actually includes sending me back. I mean, I can stay there for one night, and when they have car, they can send me back. But eventually, the owner himself paid 200k to send me back. So I still want to promote their shop. I do know the price I paid for the climbing is low, but everything I am satisfied. But I'm pretty sure if you book the 3-day 2 nights journey, the price will be different because it has different group, like small, private or larger group, and different tent. For some tents, they even have transparent view, and when at night you can cover it. And also different food. I did see some group, they even have chairs laid out for them and everything. And also the sleeping bag, sleeping mat, different cleanliness. But still you share the same spots, and if your porter arrive a place earlier, they might have a better spot for you to have the tent. The porter will help you to take your tent, your sleeping bag, your food, and you also have a guide. And also he will bring some snacks for you to eat along the way, and even carry waters for you if you need. In my case, I was told I will be joining a big group, but it turns out the first day we only have 4 people, and the next day it's only 2 of us, because the first was 2 day 1 night. I will explain it later. So at the end, we paid the tip like 100k for the porter and another 100k for the guide. I can't judge how many tips you should pay, but I definitely think you should pay some tip because that is not easy. On internet, you will find a lot of charts. It will chop off the 3 days section into 3 hours, 3 hours, 3 hours. But that is an average speed. It didn't consider your fitness. It didn't consider the weather. For instance, there was one day we arrived at the tent around 3:30 p.m. and once I stepped into our tent, it starts to rain, and around 5-6 p.m. I still see people coming here. And the next morning, we needed to wake up around 1:30 a.m. to climb to the summit. And another thing is about the summit. So we wake up around 1:30 a.m. And although you don't need to be hurried, but if you want to arrive at the summit and see the sunrise from the summit, it's better for you to arrive there around 6 a.m., which is 4 hours. I mean, from internet they might say 3 hours, but based on my experience, I actually arrived there around 6:08, but I can see at least 60 or 70% they didn't arrive the summit on time, or some just quit. Yep, you will not have shower for 2 days, so I will recommend you to bring some alcohol wiper. And I can almost guarantee you will have at least 2 days with no signal. So before climbing, let those people who care about you know that you will be missing for 2 days. I mean, I did see the porters, the guiders, they can use call or even video call. But for us, we just don't have signal at all. There will be tent toilet, so it's kind of just a dig a hole and you have some fabric cover that place. Again, the alcohol wiper can be used as sanitizer. Before I climbing the mountain Rinjani, all I thought about is it will be difficult, but I didn't expect that it can be dangerous because the terrains, they are vary. It has rock road, so you need to be aware of the ankle protection. There are a lot of narrow roads and the other side is steep slopes. If you accidentally fall, it will be a game over. I even come across a short train which is around 10 meters. It's almost 80 or 90 degree. I have to use my hand and feet to climb it up. If I somehow slipped, it is also a game over. So while climbing, I did see there is a rope which I can hold, but obviously it is far away and it's kind of damaged. Maybe it's because of the rainy season. The summit has just opened around April 2nd, so it kind of didn't have time to repair it yet. And I think just within 1 week after I finished the Mountain Rinjani journey, I heard a sad story, which is an experienced tracker from Malaysia, he fall down. So if you made some research, you might see a lot of people saying for the final ascent, you walk 3 steps, you will fall back for 2 steps because of the softer sand. I kind of agree and disagree. If you just walk without thinking, okay, if you put your feet up, you will slide down, but you just lift your feet and step on the ground, make it tough, and then walk up. That will be fun, guaranteed. But still, it is difficult. It took me almost 4 hours to climb the 3-hour summit. I took a camera bag. I wanted to document everything, but I lost the hard drive in Myanmar, so what a pity. And the outdoor jacket I took was just 50 CNY yuan. The trekking is pretty intense and it can be quite sleepy, especially when it gets raining. The lamp, I would recommend you to bring one because not only for the summit climbing because it starts around 2 a.m. but also when you're sleeping in the tent, you want to go to the toilet. One of the most crucial things I would say is the trekking pole. I never used it before and I think it can be lame. But I did some research, it is saying it will save you 30% energy. Okay, if someone told me that, why should I go against it? I mean, I can take but without using it. So during the trekking, I do see people without trekking pole, they are pretty okay, but I also noticed they will fall more times than me. When I am using trekking poles, I barely fall, and because my fitness level is okay, so I actually use the trekking pole for support point. Sometimes I even just use 2 poles to hold it on the ground and I will just jump across that place. But I do notice using the trekking pole will slow me down in a lot of cases. Because when I come across some potential dangerous place, I will slowly hold the trekking pole. After it is locked, then I will just walk or jump over there. But if without the trekking pole, I will just pass much faster. Personally, I think it did at least 40% job for me. Another thing I would recommend you to bring is the shoe gaiter. I didn't bring that, but when climbing to the summit, the volcano sand will get into the shoes if you don't have it. I can still walk with them, with them full in my shoes, but it kind of not feeling comfortable. So better to bring that. And if you have enough room, you can also bring a glove and maybe a hat when climbing to the top. When you're doing the summit climbing, you can actually leave everything which you don't need in the tent and just head to the top summit. You can come back and pick them later. In short, there will be 2 types of climbing. One is 2-day 1 nights and the other 3-day 2 nights. It has 2 start positions. You can either go from Sanaru start point, which is around 600 meters, and climb to one of the peak to have the lake view, the sunrise view, and if you just stay one night, then the second day you will go back from the same route. If you start from the Sama Balloon, which is almost 1,000 meters, then the one day will be climbed to 2,600 meters midpoint. The second day you will go to the summit and then go back from the same route. So personally, I would recommend you to do the 3-day, 2 nights version. The first day will be the same. You either arrived here or here. But the second day, it will be to the summit and arrived here. If you start from Sanaru, the first day you arrived here, and the second day you will climb down and then to the lake and then go up to US same camping spot here. And the last day you will go up and then go all the way down to here. If you just sign up without mentioning which entrance you want to start, you will be assigned randomly, but that might be a good thing, because due to the limited tickets of climbing Rinjani, you might have to wait if you picked one special route. If you choose to enter from the Samba Loom, you will climb the summit on the second day. And at the first day, at the very beginning, it might be quite boring. You can even take a motor taxi to cover a little portion of that terrain to save some energy, but maybe not, because after all, you have to wait for your teammates. And if you start from the Sanaru route, you will climb the summit on the third day. Less groups starts from there, and the beginning of that route is more shaded by the rainforest. If you take this route at the end of the journey, you can also take the motor taxi, which I mentioned in previous. But eventually, you will walk through the same routes, you will camping at the same place, and the same view. For me, I didn't choose which entrance to start, so I got the opportunity to be assigned to a smaller group. We kind of left the summit at the last day, and while we are doing the climbing, I met very few people. Not until the second day, we saw people from other direction coming down. So I kind of enjoyed what has been arranged. I recall one saying is, the best plan is no plan. You don't need to have special skills to climb the Rinjani, but you do need to have an understanding of your fitness level and have the willing power of finish that journey, even without thinking the different terrains, without thinking the climbing up. It will take you averagely 10 hours per day for straight 3 days to do the trekking. And trust me, you will not sleep well in a tent. But the joy of knowing that you are able to finish that journey and the experience of living in a tent, I have no words to describe it. But I can say it is once in a lifetime experience. If you want to do that, keep in mind that it can be dangerous, prepare yourself, and enjoy it.